check it out.
What's up, everybody? Super Works Fan here for weekly update number 40 on this Friday. So, what's new with the BRZ? Well, nothing at all, and yeah, we didn't get any snow this past week. No updates as far as the warranty stuff or anything like that goes. So, no new updates to the BRZ, and that's okay because I don't really want to talk about my car this week anyway. I want to talk about Paul Walker and his death, which happened this past Saturday, and it's definitely sad. He was always one of my favorite actors. I absolutely loved all of his movies. People love to make fun of his acting in the Fast and Furious movies, and I never agreed with them. I always loved his acting. I loved his movies. And yeah, he was one of my favorite actors ever since I saw the Fast and the Furious. I was 11 years old. I was into cars before the Fast and Furious movies came out. Really, the thing that got me into cars was the Gran Turismo racing games. I picked one of those up for PlayStation 1. I picked up Gran Turismo 2 and just really fell in love with the idea of racing cars and modifying cars and all that kind of stuff. So Gran Turismo is what got me into cars, but I never really knew about a car culture and this whole lifestyle that went around having these kind of cars until I saw the Fast and the Furious. I rented it on VHS and whenever I was 11 years old, you know, when it first came out. I wasn't allowed to see it in theaters, but whenever it came out on VHS, I rented it, watched it, and it just blew my mind. It was one of the coolest movies I'd ever seen. It opened my eyes to this whole world of car culture that I'd never known before, and I loved all of the movies. I thought they were all really good, and I mean, Paul Walker as a guy, I mean, you know, he was a real gearhead. He was into racing, and you know, he also was very charitable. I mean, he set up Reach Out Worldwide, and I mean, whenever there was a natural disaster, him and his whole charitable organization were right there side by side helping, you know, with all of these disasters and stuff. He was just a stand-up guy. Everything that I've heard about him is that he was a spectacular human being, and the world is definitely worse off without him for sure. But I don't know, you know, what they're going to do with the Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, I love the movies, but honestly, I don't care about that. I'm more concerned about, you know, his daughter and his family and friends, and it's just a very, very sad thing that he had to pass away. So yeah, I'll send it back to the news desk for this week's news. Right, so for this week's news, the first thing is huge, and that is that the Ford Mustang, the 2015 version, was officially unveiled by Ford, and I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I actually really like the back end and the 3/4 shot in the rear. That looks good. The front end, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't help that the first pictures that broke through were the Auto Week pictures and the Time Magazine pictures, which showed the base V6 version of the car, which is going to be the least impressive version of them all. But, you know, even still, just, you know, looking at the car, I was hoping the headlights would be more aggressive. I was hoping that, you know, I don't know. I knew that this modern look was coming, and I knew I probably wasn't going to like it, and it's true. I don't like it. I would much rather have a 2014 Mustang GT myself. I like the interior on the older Mustang better as well. This new interior, the gauges look extremely boring. The center stack looks extremely busy. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the new Mustang, really. I mean, it might grow on me. I think that the body lines are really nice. I love the proportions. I love all of that. If they had, you know, found a way to fit some round headlights in there and, you know, kind of retain some of the little bit of a retro look while still keeping it modern, I think it would have been really cool. But now, to me, it just looks like the 99 to 2004 version of the Mustang. It just looks like a redone version of that front end. It's like they kind of forgot about the 2005 to 2014 and just forgot about that 9 years of car history and just kind of picked up where the 2004 Mustang left off. And just not that impressed by it. I don't know. It's kind of sad. I was hoping that Ford wouldn't screw this Mustang up, but I'm not the only one. A large amount of people don't like the way it looks. And I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say it does look like a Mustang. You know, if you took the Mustang badge off of it, I could probably guess what it was, you know, but that's sad that I could probably guess. It should definitely distinctively be, yes, that is a Mustang, no doubt about it. And, you know, the front end is just, it looks a little generic to me. It just looks a little bit like everything else. It looks a little bit like, too much like the Ford Fusion. And I don't know, it's trying to be something that it's not, I think. I think the Mustang is always going to be a pony car. It's a muscle car, which by definition is a retro idea of having a huge engine and an economy car with rear-wheel drive. I mean, this Mustang is going to be better than all the ones previously. It's going to be 200 pounds lighter. They've officially confirmed 200 pounds less with some lighter front fenders they have on the car now. And, you know, although this car has the exact same wheelbase as the current generation Mustang, it's actually going to be 1.5 inches wider, and it's going to be 1.5 inches lower. So it's going to have a more aggressive stance for sure. But I don't know, just to me, maybe once I see it in person it'll be better, but just not impressed by it a whole lot. I mean, like I said, maybe it'll grow on me after a while, but I don't know. I think I'd still go for a 2014 hands down. And while we're on American car news, Chevy's officially teased the 2015 Corvette Z06, and you can see kind of a side fender grill, and you can also see the rim, and that's about it. But it's going to be coming out at the Detroit Auto Show, which is only about a month away here, so that should be interesting to see what that looks like, and if they've improved, and you know how they've made the current C7 Corvette even more aggressive. That'll be pretty cool to see. Another thing is that Lamborghini said that they're going to announce the new Baby Gallardo, or you know, whatever it's going to be called. The Cabrera is the primary name that everyone thinks it's going to be called, and they're going to announce officially the Cabrera before Christmas. There's this Project Hexagon thing that's been going on, and Lamborghini's been kind of doing these teaser videos leading up to this announcement that's going to happen before Christmas. They said they're going to officially reveal the car, I think at Geneva still, which isn't going to be until March. But they're going to announce the name and probably some specs on it. They're assuming it's going to have a V10, 600 horsepower, and be called the Cabrera. But maybe Lamborghini will surprise us with a different name or with some interesting tidbits about the car. So can't wait to see, I don't know when before Christmas they're going to announce this car, but it'll be exciting to see for sure. And the last thing is actually some good news, which is refreshing this week, and that is that Saab has actually come back to life. They've restarted production of the 9.3. Everyone thought Saab was totally dead, and they were bought out by this company that's from Sweden, but they're actually owned by the Chinese, this Chinese corporation, and so they're starting to build 9.3s again. This is this redesigned 9.3 that Saab was building and was going to have come out here in America, and it never quite made it because the company died off before they had a chance to. And so the sad thing, though, is these new Saabs are only going to be sold in Sweden and China. So Saab is still dead as far as the U.S. is concerned, but at least it'll live on in other parts of the world, which brings me a little comfort because I hate seeing anything dying. And so glad to see that Saab is back and alive again. So yeah, that's it for all the news this week, guys. I'll send it back to me in the car. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with a nice little acceleration here like I always do. Was for you, Paul. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Take care.